Why is that? Why do you think she is doing that? Well, when people do that, it means they're obviously fighting against something. They're unsure about things. They're nervous. And when that happens, it's because of something that's going on in their lives that's starting to shake them up mentally a little bit. And guess who that is, folks? That's all of you. It's we, the people. And we're not doing anything but demanding the truth, demanding common sense solutions to governing, right? Demanding the data that we've always wanted from the beginning, but all they keep talking about is cases and cases. So I have a lot of notes from her press conference, and I'm going to absolutely destroy her narrative tonight at 7 p.m. on the Stand Up Michigan Facebook page. So make sure that you tune in tonight at 7 for that roast that is going to happen, because it's not hard. Because I told you all from the very beginning, all you have to do is, number one, tell the truth and always do what's right. And if you do those two things, you can not only become a phenomenal leader, but you're a phenomenal human being. And that's why every single human being should live that way. So tune in tonight, 7 p.m. on the Stand Up Michigan page. Especially, there's going to be a special announcement for a call to action for all of you over the next 2 weeks, because it's about to go down. It really, truly is. And I'm going to start to dissect her narrative and dissect what they're trying to do. And it's really easy. Okay. So number one, what I want to talk to you all about today is the U.S. Labor Bureau and the statistics of all that, because there has been a massive increase in unemployment in the states that have done it in a full-scale lockdown. So that's a lot of things that we don't hear about on the mainstream media, is there? We're not hearing about what are the catastrophic economic things that are going on right now. All we continue to hear is cases. We don't even hear about the deaths anymore because it's not juicy enough. There's not a lot of people dying. So we're not going to talk about the deaths. We're going to talk about just cases and increased testing of people who are not even showing signs and symptoms. Welcome to the clown show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the clown show, because that's what all of this is. And so I'm not going to say the M word when I talk about that covering that people are putting on their face. It's the clown show. So I'm going to refer to it as this or the clown show, because that's what it is. And so let's get to the unemployment rates. So the unemployment rates, and I'm going to give you the states who didn't really bring down their tyrannical hammer. They kind of allowed their businesses, and they had common sense solutions to business owners. They didn't do a blanket approach like it did in the state of Michigan. When the east side of the state was showing an increase in deaths, she decided to shut down the entire state, especially the UP, which those poor people up there, they haven't had, I don't think, any hardly cases or deaths. And she expected them just to shut down and kind of get blanketed into the east side, the southeast part of Michigan, which didn't make any sense. So let's talk about the states who decided to not lock down. And we're going to start, and this is 2020. You can look this up on U.S. Labor Bureau, the statistics. You just Google search that and it'll come up. 2020, as of June, Kentucky did a little social distancing, didn't mandate masks, but that's what most of these states did. They just said, hey, wear a mask if you're out. And look, people are like, well, you're anti-mask. I'm not anti-mask. I'm not going to wear the gosh darn thing, right? So if you see people with masks, let them be. If they're comfortable with that, let them be. However, you can't judge somebody for not wearing a mask. So I'm not anti-mask. Obviously, I just heard a story about this the other day. Somebody went to the hospital, and the nurse was sitting there with her mask on, and they were over her grandmother or over her mother, and the nurse actually sneezed on the grandmother. Didn't even like try to do this, just sneezed in her mask. And the mom was like, what are you doing to my mom? Or the daughter was like, why didn't you cover? She's like, oh, it goes right in my mask. Wrong. It goes through it, doesn't stop virus spread. It just stops those droplets, right? So they actually sneezed in the mask, which I think is utterly disgusting, but that's the kind of clown show stuff that's going on right now. So we're not anti-mask. If you want to wear the gosh darn mask, go ahead. And for the poor businesses out there who are afraid of getting shut down and they don't want to stand up, and they're like, hey, look, man, I want you to wear a mask when you come in. Don't make a rush, like a fuss with them. Go ahead and get one of those funny ones, or put a big old mask on like I did, like with the skull. It doesn't do anything, but it just allows you to get through the door and then take the gosh darn thing off. I mean, that's all you have to do. Is you don't have to just bring it down to the business owners, because a lot of these people, that's how they're putting food on the table, right? And they don't want to be shut down, and they don't want to stand up. So you didn't hold that against them. That's their right as a business owner. So if you want to just go in there like this and walk in and see, that's fine. You're not going to get judged for that, okay? But we're not anti-mask. We're anti-mandating the mask. We're anti you better wear the mask or you're going to get your business license taken away because that's against what? The Constitution. That's what we're against. That is what we're against. So we're just going to put get the elephant out of the room, as we say, with that. So let's talk about the states who are doing social distancing and just say, hey, wear a mask. We're not going to mandate it, but just go ahead and wear a mask. Kentucky, 4.3%. Utah, 5.1%. Idaho, 5.6%. North Dakota, 6.1%. Maine, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Montana, 6.6, 6.6, 6.7, 7.1. And South Dakota at 7.2%. Of the states who didn't bring down the tyrannical hammer, allowing their businesses to operate, right? Didn't shut them down. So guess what? Their economies are still moving ahead. They're doing good. They're not asking for a federal handout right now because of poor decision-making by their elected official. So let's talk about the states who brought down the tyrannical hammer. What do you think happened to their unemployment rate? Well, it skyrocketed, right? Massachusetts, 17.4%. New Jersey, 16.6%. New York's the ultimate clown show with that governor and mayor. I'm just calling it how it is, folks. Whenever that guy talks about how he did it right, he killed everybody in the beginning. That's the only thing that he did. And he put people in the nursing homes just like our governor did. And a lot of their deaths come from the nursing homes. This guy's actually trying to give advice. The ultimate clown in the clown show. But California, 14.9%. Michigan, 14.8%. Illinois, 14.6%. And Hawaii comes in at 14.9%. So we said from the beginning, the catastrophic consequences of these elected officials bringing down the tyrannical hammer and taking away our citizens' rights, sacred vows, and constitutional freedoms of this scary virus that's supposed to kill millions of us, that turned out that it's not. You have over a 99% chance of surviving it, right? They're destroying their economy. They're destroying people's lives, the livelihood, increased suicides. We talked about this time and time again, increased domestic violence. All these things are happening right now, folks. And I said from the beginning that the solution to this thing can't be detrimental to the catastrophic consequences of what's going to happen to people's jobs, people's livelihood. The CDC, said that as of right now, I got it written down, the UN, not the CDC, the UN, 1.6 billion people around the world are at an immediate risk of losing their livelihood. Not 1,600, not 1.6 million, 1.6 billion people are losing their lives over this clown show worldwide. How many hundreds of thousands of Americans? I guarantee you this, and I'm going to put out there, that the catastrophic consequences of these elected officials, this decision-making, is going to be a whole heck of a lot more than this virus. I've said that back from March from the beginning. I've been on my soapbox. I even shared a video this morning of me talking about this even before I started the movement, right? When I was saying this doesn't make sense. The video's on my page if you want to watch it. I hate to say I told you so, but that's what's happened. And so that's why I'm always trying to keep ahead on this narrative. Harsh lockdowns did not prevent death. They did not prevent death. It slowed it down maybe, but it didn't prevent it. So I said this from the beginning. It's not a matter of if you get this virus, it's when. But I know more and more people that are getting this virus. They are. They're getting sick. It's okay to get sick. It is, especially when you're a healthy human being. That's why canceling college football right now, some of these conferences, good luck. We want our young people to get it. We want these 20-year-old specimens, because that's what Division I athletes are. I used to be. Now I'm a has-been. But we want these young people to get the virus so we can get the herd immunity to get through. That's how it works. And so by shutting it down and slowing it down, it just doesn't make any sense. And now the universities, the athletic departments, hey, good luck with shutting down on how many hundreds of millions of dollars you guys are going to lose. But if you want to continue to further with your own clown show, that's on you. But it did not prevent death. But it pretty significantly had economic consequences, didn't it? With the massive unemployment rate for all these states that brought down their tyrannical hammer. And we're supposed to pretend, and that's what the radical far left continues to do, is pretend that these lockdowns worked. It's solution. All these people are doing fantastic. It's garbage. The data does not support that one bit. And we have governors still. Look, we all know what this is about. This is all about the November election. They want mail-in ballots, and they want people to be scared to go out and vote in person. That's the only way they're winning. They're utilizing our lives for their dirty political plays. That's disgusting. Good luck sleeping well at night. Karma is a beautiful thing, in this beautiful cosmic journey that we call life. If you do great things, good things are going to happen. You do bad things, it's coming for you. And for all those elected officials that are making these decision-making, these unilateral decision-making, good luck with this beautiful cosmic journey that we call life, because it's not a matter of L and if you take away the L and E, it's if, and it's not if karma's going to get you, it's when. And I'm going to predict that right now for all of you that are doing this and destroying people's lives. And now we have the good old sleepy Joe Biden said, we're gonna, if I was president, I'd mandate masks for the next 3 months. And then we have a coronavirus expert that says we're going to be wearing masks for the next several years. Whatever, man, that ain't going to happen. That is not going to happen. So here's what I want to show. And I saw this on a meme and it made a lot of sense. If the masks work, then why the 6 foot social distancing? If the 6 foot social distancing work, then why do we have to wear the mask? And if both of them work, why are we locked down? I think that is a very good question to ask, to demand an answer from our elected officials. Because if we're doing all these so-called protocols that they're putting in place, then why can't we go to work? Why can't we go to school? Why can't we go and vote in person? Oh, you don't want to. And so tonight at 7 p.m., I'm going to roast her. I mean, it's not hard, because when stuff comes out of her mouth, when she vomits this stuff and this data, it's so easy just to look some things up, and you're going to see me do that on the Stand Up Michigan Facebook page tonight. So tonight, tune into that at 7 p.m. Tonight on the live that I'm going to do, because I'm going to get all over what they talked about today. And folks, it's all about the election. It is, and it just tears out my heart and soul for all of you out there that are hurting so bad. All these people are just trying to stop you from voting. They're trying to crash your business so we can destroy our economy and make President Trump look bad. I mean, all these things. And it's nasty, horrible politics. So I said this on my interview with the New Yorker the other day. Like, I'm not against liberals. I'm not against independents. I'm not against any of you. I'm against the radical far left, the socialists that hate this country, that say that they're trying to cancel our culture and rewrite our history books. I despise those people. They're anarchists. They're domestic terrorists. I despise the radical far left and their agenda. I'm going to come out here and say it. I do. But the old school Democrats, the old JFKs of the day, I appreciate you guys. We can have conversations. We may not agree on policy, but I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to go and just try to destroy your business. That's what the radical far left does. When you disagree with them, they disown you. Then they attack you on social media, the little keyboard warriors. Then they attack your businesses online, right? That's what the radical far left does when you don't agree with them. But old school Democrats, we can disagree on policy, but I'm still going to respect you as a human being. I'm still going to come to your place of business and do business with you if you're a nice person. But the radical far left, what our politics are evolving into right now, folks, it's right there. We either vote for the domestic terrorists and the anarchists who want to destroy our country and burn our flag and burn our Bibles, right? Or we stand up for President Trump and what he's trying to do. And if you look at the evolution of President Trump, I mean, he was registered as an old school Democrat. I don't know what his policy was back in the 80s and 90s. He did what he did to grow his business. But that's who the two people that you're voting for right now. So choose wisely, because the very essence of this country, that very piece of paper, may be destroyed if you vote wrong. That's just truth. Okay? So I will get on here at 7 p.m. tonight on the Stand Up Michigan Facebook page, and I will destroy that narrative. I have to do homework now because I'm going to analyze her entire press conference, because she made a claim, just to give you a preview of the clown show. If 95% of Americans wore their masks up to December, if 90% of Americans wore their masks up to December 1st, we would save 66,000 lives. How can you even make a claim like that and not back it up with medical or scientific research? It's insane. It's insane. So it's funny, up till December 1st. Oh, that's convenient. Why not January 1st? Why? I mean, if you're going to make those claims, let's put them out there, because masks do not prevent this disease. They only slow it down, unless that data changes. Okay. And I'll continue to get on here and show you what the CDC and the WHO used to say about the face covering, the mask, right? It's right there, folks. You just have to look it up. So tonight, tune in at 7 p.m. as I just completely destroy her narrative. All right. And continue to throw, bricks in the backpack of the clown show, because it's not hard just to tell the truth. And it's all right there. And I'll continue to do that. Get on here and just give it to you guys how I see it and how I perceive it. So make sure that you share this video. We got to get this out to the masses. And so every video that we do on this page, Stand Up Michigan, the Stand Up Michigan, the Unlock Michigan, the YouTube channel, you guys got to subscribe to all those platforms. You got to like and follow it. So we're trying to get the masses. So share everything. If you like the content, if you're like, absolutely, that's great. I love when you guys like it and love it and comment on it. But we get to reach more when we do what? We share it. So share these videos with everybody that you know. And so we can continue to destroy the narrative, because the more people that hear this, the more people we can lower the fear, and the more people we can awaken and we can wake up, because that's what's happening right now. Is the silent majority is waking up, and the silent majority is upset. They're frustrated. So let's bring them to a movement that they can be a part of, that they can feel like they can do something about it, because that's what we have done since the beginning, is give you things to do, to activate all of you, we the people, to get this done. Because we said this from the beginning, the solutions can come from who? We the people, not the government, not the government. And as you can continue with their narrative, what are they trying to do? Control. And the more we fight back, the more they freak out, and the more they try to bring it down, and they attack us and they attack our businesses. They're trying to control all of you. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. We're going to get our liberty back. We are going to get our liberty back. And it's no longer, folks, you cannot fear the government. That's tyranny, and that's what we've been getting a lot of. We're going to get our liberty back. So it's time to stand up, and it's to activate all of you. And it's time for people that have been sitting in the shadows to get into the fight, to influence, to inspire change. And that's what we need, every single one of you, because this is all evolving into that election in November, and we need to vote in person. We need to get people out there, okay? So have a great day. God bless you. God bless the state of Michigan, and God bless these United States. Tonight, 7 p.m. on the Stand Up Michigan Facebook page. I'll be there live. It's gonna be energetic. It's gonna be passionate. It's gonna be a lot of fireworks. All right, because that's what I do, is take the narrative of what she says, and I'll just destroy it with facts and truths. That's what we're all about here. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.